Welcome to Activate Your Life. I am your host, Erin Esser, and I believe that life isn't a battleground. It's a playground of possibility, where self-sabotage is transmuted into self-mastery. On this show, I share tools such as human design, astrology, inner child, and shadow work that help you disrupt your unconscious programming so that you can begin to experience the life that you desire. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button to receive valuable information each week that will change your life. Thank you for joining me and welcome to the show. This episode is brought to you by my course, Activate 2021. This is a 7-week masterclass that begins to disrupt your unconscious patterns so that you can start to show up for yourself in a confident and empowered way. For more information, go to erinesser.com/activation-masterclass. Again, that's erinesser.com/activation-masterclass. Are you ready to be the owner of your life? Then let's go. Hello. This is Erin Esser, second podcast. It is October 1st of 2020, and I'm so glad that you're here right now. I'm happy to be here too. One of the things that I do, a tool that I use to help to guide people home to themselves, is astrology. So I wanted to talk today about the full moon. There's a full moon right now happening in Aries. So in the sign of Aries, the ram, it's the first sign of the zodiac. It is the I am. It is our identity. It is who we are. And it's really the beginning of the story that's played out in our life. So if we have a healthy identity and a healthy orientation to who we are, if we can be in our own authority, we are going to do better in the world, right? Because how we show up for ourselves is an indicator of how we're going to show up for everything in our life, for other people, for our family, for our jobs, our careers, our animals, our health, our money, everything. Our healing, everything. So this is a really important day. And it's the fullest, the moon is going to be the fullest at 5:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can adjust based on your time zone. But the other interesting thing about this full moon is Chiron, which is the wounded healer, is right next to the moon. And so I'm just pulling up my chart right now so I can take a look at it. But let's see here. Let me run this. So yeah, it is, what's happening then is this wounded healer, Chiron, with Chiron being on the moon today, it could be revealing some insecurities around who you are, your identity, how you show up for yourself. So wherever that is showing up for you in your life, it could be in your beliefs. You might start to go, oh my gosh, I'm questioning my beliefs. What do I even believe? And might have a crisis of beliefs or feel insecure. You might have people challenging your beliefs today. You might be challenging them. And all of that is beautiful and it's wonderful because it's getting us to really be clear about who we are and what we believe. So that could be something that could be coming up for you, depending on where Aries is in your chart. So another thing that could be coming up for you is wounding around your self-worth, what you value, how you value yourself, how you value life, how you value your things, how you value your possessions and money. All about worth. So there could be people possibly coming up or situations coming up that you might feel insecure around that area of your life. You could possibly feel insecure around your communication. If you have Aries in your third house, it's your communication. So look to your birth chart and see where Aries is in your birth chart. Which house is Aries in? Because with Chiron there on the moon, your emotional wounding is coming up. And it's not just today. This has probably been a theme, but it's being escalated. It's being exaggerated. So paying attention to what is coming up for you is going to help you in this process of healing so that you can move forward.
This episode is brought to you by my course, Activate 2021 Masterclass, a 7-week masterclass that begins to disrupt your unconscious patterns so that you can start to show up for yourself in a confident and empowered way. For more information, go to erinesser.com/activation-masterclass. Again, that's erinesser.com/activation-masterclass. Back to the show.
Because we have to, before we re-pattern our life, that's something I do and I help people with, is repatterning the fabric of their life. We have to actually decode. We have to see where we're being conditioned, see where the wounds were and are in our life. And that happens through situations. Life is always showing up to bring us back to ourselves. So, having said that, any situation that comes up, any person that comes into your life that is the stimulus, right, for an insecurity that comes up, give it gratitude, because life is trying to bring you back to yourself. And right now, it needs to do this. Life is really showing us this so that we can come into our own authority. And we can start to lead ourselves in a healthy and balanced way. So this full moon is at 9 degrees Aries, and the sun is at 9 degrees Libra. So they're opposite. So we get to find this balance between, the almost selfishness sometimes that Aries can feel like, no, I am going to do this. It's all about the I am. It's very much has a hard time seeing outside of itself. But Libra, on the other hand, when Libra's out of balance, that can be the codependent nature. So that you could have some relationship issues come up as well too with this, because of just the nature of these signs and as above, so below, right? So when the moon is in, the full moon is in Aries, the opposite sign is Libra. So how can we balance these two seemingly opposing forces, so without judgment, so that we can finally have more harmony in our life? So whatever's coming up for you is essential right now. So pay attention. That is the secret ingredient, is paying attention to what is coming up and being able to have self-compassion. How can you hold space for yourself when insecurities are triggered? Are you able to hold space for you? Ask yourself the questions of, wow, like, I wonder why this is coming up. What this emotion right now, say it's, this insecurity, saying it's, I don't feel good enough. Okay, what is the need underneath that emotion? And then the belief, right? What's the story that's also coming up with that? So pay attention to the thoughts that are going through your mind, because this is all about the stories that you tell yourself that are actually, they're the ones that are actually dictating your actions. So our beliefs, the thoughts that we have in our mind that keep repeating and repeating and repeating, they actually inform our actions. So how do you take action? How do you step out to take action to show up for yourself? Based on limited belief patterns? Or do you challenge those belief patterns and those insecurities so that you can show up for yourself in a different way? So again, just pay attention, get your chart out. If you don't have a chart, your birth chart, you can go to any kind of, you can just do a Google search or any kind of search engine that you use and type in free birth chart and something will come up. I can't remember. I have a couple programs that I use. I use astrology within my clients, but find something if you don't have one. You need to know the time that you were born, and you do need to know, it's helpful to know pretty much the exact time. But just, if you want to generally get an idea right now of what might be coming up for you and you don't have a chart also, and you don't have your time, pay attention to what's been coming up over this last week, maybe over even these last few months, but especially over these last few days. Pay attention to where you were triggered, what was happening. Was it at a job? Was it with a friend? Was it with a partner, a child? Maybe even your animals, maybe a neighbor, whatever it was, whatever emotion that evoked within you, pay attention to that because it's wisdom for you and it's gold. So pay attention right now. That's, like I said, that's the secret ingredient for transforming your life. How you hold compassion, how you hold space and with compassion for yourself, and how you choose to lead yourself in this time that we're in. So until next time, have a beautiful full moon. You can visit me at erinesser.com, or you can find me on Facebook under Erin Esser, or Instagram, or YouTube. But blessings to you on this day, and pay attention.
Thank you for joining me on today's show. To learn more about Activate Your Life podcast and my YouTube channel, just go to erinesser.com. If you want to learn how to activate your 2021, join the Activate 2021 Masterclass at erinesser.com/activation-masterclass. Download the free gift at erinesser.com/healthy-boundaries. That is all for now. We'll see you next week.